I think that that's important to have your agendas. And I gave a sample of an agenda, but you would want to create your agenda so that you're at least able to refocus. Now, you've been through processes, but sometimes our teams haven't been through the process. And I talk about, to have a process for how you communicate. Like I said, I sat down, I got them to get, okay, so what you're saying is that the students aren't doing homework after school. Okay, students don't do homework. Getting all of their big ideas on the board, and that seems to help them to just feel better. And they got it out and it was documented, and then start grouping your major themes so that then you can come up with okay, so overall this all has to do with students' accountability. All right, could that be something that we could address through advisory? Could we teach our students how to use a planner, how to manage a notebook or a binder with dividers? Could that be something, is that an education piece, or is it just that they really can't do the work? See, you have to ask those sorts of questions, right? And so the collaboration, I think, is very important. You heard me talk that, I'm not the only one that's doing it, but of course the other individuals who are in our schools can help us manage the collaboration, organize those meetings. And sometimes what I will do if I'm working with a new group, I will sit in and I will say, I'm not participating, I'm observing in order to give the administrator feedback. I need to give them some feedback about how they manage this meeting. Because sometimes their first year, or they just left the classroom as their first assignment, and I don't want them to get very, out of control. We got to keep the meeting going, and I might jump in if it's not staying on track. But if it just goes forward and just give feedback, they need to grow too, right? If I were going to be working with a school for an RTI process, just to sit in and observe and take notes, and then meet with that team afterwards about the strengths, some things that you saw, and what could be the priority for your next thing that you're going to work on to improve. It could be documentation. It could be, bringing the documents or being prepared for the meeting, or collaborating outside of the class so that the meeting goes more efficiently instead of sitting there for like 45 minutes or an hour.